Hello everybody and welcome back to Attack of the B Team. And today we are starting off in a slightly different location. As you can see, we are in a village. This is a pretty cool little village. And I got a I think they sound so awesome. I love it that they did the Star Wars Jawas. I love it. They sound so cool. Anyhow, we're in a little village on the water. You can see part of it is kind of on the water, and part of it is not. But it's kind of like just rolling out into it. But the reason we're here is today we are going to get back into a little bit of Tinker's Construct because we want to get some advanced tooling. And what you want to do is you want to find inside of one of these villagers, there are some additions from Tinker's Construct. And you're going to look for a building that kind of looks like this. And inside, you will see it's got a whole bunch of Tinker's Construct stuff, right? Like, I didn't make any of this. This was just all genned in here. And what we're looking for is something very special. So it's a very badly held secret, because if I know about it, then probably everybody knows about it. But there is a secret special weapon that isn't in the docks, but if you learn about it and you have the right stuff, you can make it. So we're going to make that today. So first thing we need to do is you need to go find a pattern chest in one of these, in one of the towns, and you're looking for a full guard pattern. So you can see in here there's actually a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wow. But yeah, we just want one of these bad boys, right? You can't actually create this full guard pattern in your stencil table. They have one? Yeah, they have one over here, right? So like you can't actually, if you flip through all of these guys and you had a stencil, you would not be able to make this full guard pattern. You can only find it hidden away in one of these pattern chests in a Tinker's Construct building in one of the towns, right? So we have snatched our wonderful pattern that we need, and I'll just kind of X out here and I'll show you what this town looks like from a high. I think it looks pretty awesome. I like what they've done here. There's also some other things in these towns that are probably interesting to know about. Like you'll see here that there's a grave site. This has been added by another mod, the Minions mod, I believe. No, not the Minions. I can't remember the name of it. I will soon. But you'll see in these chests, Necromancy. There you go. It's added by the Necromancy mod, and you can find like pieces of mobs in these chests in here as well. You can make all of these though as well, and we'll be getting into the Necromancy mod another time. Sometimes it's over here too. Wow, those villagers are loud. Let's back away. But yeah, so if you find a grave site like this in a town, you can loot those chests as well. I believe there might also be stuff. Now this is kind of nasty, but if you look under there, there are sometimes hidden. Oh, I'm gonna drown. Oh shoot, I'm gonna drown. Oh, get up. Oh jeez, that was close. Sometimes, not obviously in this one, maybe because of all the water, but I think sometimes there's actually hidden things underneath those as well. Not totally sure about that, so don't quote me on it. But yeah, so we've got Necromancy, Tinker's Construct. I think there's another one of these Tinker's Construct guys over here too. Yeah, like there's a few of them in here, right? And look, we got a villager that sells Tinker's Construct stuff, right? So you can get some of these ore berries and everything as well. So they have special villagers as well as special huts and some stuff that you can loot. And there's probably other mod stuff in here as well, but that's kind of all we worry about today. So we've got our wonderful pattern, and now I'm just going to, if you look on the map, you can see this is where we are. If I pull out, this is our house over here, and this was the our spawn area right down here, and that was our tree base, right? So it's pretty close to our home, right? All these little blue guys are towns that I found, kind of like all around. There's definitely some in this one that I just showed you. There was none in this town, no Tinker's Construct huts. I think there was one over here too, but I just went to this one because I thought it looked pretty. So I'm gonna head back to the house and I will meet you all there. All right, so we're back at the ranch and we are ready to get started. So we want to make our brand new special secret sword. And that's the sword. So yes, I gave that away just now. But the first thing we need to do is, in our nice little new setup, I'm gonna go over here to our part builder. And just so you know, like, I've been kind of playing around in here a little bit, testing some things out, checking things out. And I found when I stand right here, this is like the best thing ever, because I can reach everything all for one spot and I don't have to move. I can just build. So here we go. So I go over to the part builder. We've got our brand new full guard. I'm gonna throw that into our part builder. And what I'm gonna wanna do is go to our item system and grab all the paper we got. So let's grab all of you, and let's grab all of you, and paper tool rod. Oh, we have some tool rods. So let's grab you too. Now we don't have to make another one. Let's go up here. All right, let's see here. We got our paper stuff. And let's go over here. Now, we already have tool rod. We were gonna make one of those, but since we already have one, we don't need to. Let's use the stack of paper. That doesn't work. All right, let's use, oh right, because it needs 3, and I believe a stack, I'm not sure how much is in a stack. I'm not sure why that's not working. But we need a full paper guard, and we need a paper tool rod, right? Those are the two, the rod and the guard pieces that we need. And we can put him in here now. And then we want to go over to this guy. This is where I keep all of the casts, and I want the sword blade. So let's grab you, throw you in here. And as you can see, I've got cobalt and MacLeod in here, because these are the resources we're going to need for what we're doing in this episode. And I'm gonna, if you click on them, right, it flips them around. I want on the bottom the MacLeod, because I want to make our blade out of that. So I'll whack that guy and make us a MacLeod sword blade. We go over to our tool station and we use the long sword construction pattern in the tool station. We throw our MacLeod sword blade in here. We throw our paper full guard in here, and we throw our paper tool rod in here, and we make a cutlass. This is the secret super awesome special sword in Tinker's Construct. And it starts off with an attack damage of 8. The reason that we use, so we wanted to use MacLeod for the sword because it gives us the best heart damage. The paper full guard and the paper tool rod give us more modifiers. So by default, you only get 3 modifiers on any tool you make. Every piece of paper you use gives you an extra modifier. Now we're sacrificing durability for modifiers here, but I think that's going to be all right, because for one, the durability on a lot of our other stuff, I think was a lot better, but we really never kind of chewed through it too much, except for on some of the mining tools, right? But on the actual weapons, you know, you kind of fight, you kill something, you run away, fly away, whatever it is. But you kind of like go in and out, you have to kind of heal up anyway. So it gives your weapon a break between just, you're not normally dealing with just mobs and mobs of stuff all at once. Sometimes you will. But let's build this guy, our cutlass. We'll call him, what should we call our cutlass? Let's call it the, let's see here. I am not being creative at the moment, so I'll name it once we put on some modifiers. Let's just pull this guy out. Our cutlass. So we have a cutlass. Now this guy, if we just take a look at, let's go over to this guy. So on here, right, we've already added a few things to this, right? But it was 2 hearts of damage. So we haven't done anything to this sword yet, right? This guy's 2 hearts of damage. We haven't done anything to it yet, and it's already 4.5 hearts of damage, right? So now we want to modify this guy a whole bunch. The first thing that we need to do is let's go grab some moss. Let's grab all of that for now. We also need some quartz. So let's grab a bunch of that. Let's also grab lapis. We need a bunch. Oh, I don't know if I want. No, let's just grab, sure, 220 of that. And we also need, I went to the nether and I found one necrotic bone, which is all I need for what we're about to do. So I'm going to grab him as well. Now, all of that stuff should be nicely stored up here. Perfecto. All right, so let's grab all of this stuff into our inventory. We're not going to need that. Probably, well, let's just keep it just in case. And we got our bone? Yes, we do. Awesome. All right. Excuse me, sorry. I was right into the microphone. I didn't mean to do that. All right, so now the next thing we want to do is Balomas, right? Balomas onto our cutlass gives it auto repair. Now this is kind of how we're going to deal with the low durability problem, right? So boom, now we've got auto repair on this and it'll just kind of slowly regenerate itself over time. We also want to throw this necrotic bone on here, right? Which gives it this necrotic property, which is lifesteal. Now, if I've read this correctly, it means for every bone, so you can add a bunch of these. We're only going to add one just because I want to add a bunch of other stuff to this. But the necrotic bone gives you lifesteal, which is for every bone you add, you can steal 1 heart for every strike against a mob, right? So that sounds pretty awesome to me. Like you can add a bunch of these hearts so that you're kind of like regenerating yourself as you attack things just constantly. 1 heart per strike, I can deal with that. I'm okay with that, right? Let's just do that. So we've got now auto repair and lifesteal on this bad boy. You know what? Why don't we call it that? We call it the bad boy. We'll call this sword the bad boy. Why not? Maybe we actually here, because when you kill mobs that like serious mobs, right, the bosses and things, it actually says, you know, this mob was killed by Anubis Raw by bad boy, right? So if we call it the bad boy, then it'd be by the bad boy, right? I don't know, why not? Anyhow, so next thing we want to do is we want to throw on lapis lazuli. And what this will do is I'm splitting them out so that we add 9 at a time, like 2 of them, so 18 at a time. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to max this out. We want 450, right? So we just keep throwing this on there until we maxed it out of lapis lazuli. And we're almost there. You know what? I'll just skip ahead on this until it's done, and then we can continue on. All right, so here we go. Let's take that out. So that takes quite a bit of lapis, obviously, 450 lapis. But what this will give you is luck looting 3, right? So everything we hit will drop way more things than it would normally drop. So now it's a lucky blade. The next thing that we want to do is throw quartz on this guy. So now if we load up and all of the rest of the modifiers, so we've got let's see here, boom, if I take that stuff out, you see we have 2 modifiers remaining. And now what I want to do is just load this guy up with nothing but quartz, lots and lots of quartz. So for every modifier you need 72 quartz to give it its full level. So what I'm going to do is the same thing I did with the lapis, right? I'm just going to kind of throw this through, and once I get through this and use up both of the modifiers, I will be right back. Okay, so here we are. So I basically just kept doing the same thing over and over again. Once it hit 72, it just kind of just keeps on going right on by that. So if you want to make sure you don't use up extra modifiers because you didn't want to, you got to just keep an eye on it, make sure you don't go over, or once you've gone 1 over, right, you're already into the next modifier, it's used up. So yeah, so now we've done two full units of quartz, 1 full unit of lapis, 1 necrotic, 1 moss. So we've got auto repair. Now you can see that the attack damage on this is 15, right? So it does 8 hearts of damage. Now we're not done with this guy, okay? With this bad boa. We are not done with him yet, because what you can do is add more modifiers to this, right? So there are 3 extra modifiers you can add to this. We're only going to be able to add 2 right now because the last one is another star, and you can only get those by killing the wither, which we will be doing soon enough. So what we need now is some gold, right? So we need gold blocks. Let's just grab all of them. We also need golden apples, or the notch apple, right? These are basically apples surrounded by blocks of gold. So let's grab all of them. We also need diamonds, right? So let's grab a bunch of the actual diamonds, and we also need diamond blocks, right? I'll just grab 10 of those guys as well, right? So these are the things that we're going to need to add ourselves some more modifiers. So basically how this works, I believe it's diamond and a block of gold. So let's go like this so I remember. All right, so we go back over to here, we take our cutlass, we throw it into our tool station, we add a 1 diamond and a notch apple, and you'll see now we've got an extra modifier remaining. So I can grab that, and now we've got an extra modifier. And if I take a block of gold and a single diamond, it also gives us a net. Now you see we have 2 more modifiers, right? So our bad boy at this point, we're gonna, now these last 2 levels, guess what? More quartz, more quartz. I am going to give it 2 more full levels of quartz and get this thing super, super sharp. So let me do that and I'll be right back. All right, so that goes through quite a bit of quartz, but you can see now we have 288 quartz on this. We've got our lapis and our necrotic and our moss. So we've got auto repair, life steal, luck, and sharpness. So luck gives us that looting 3, and look at the attack damage now. 2111 hearts. Oh baby, that is a bad boy. All right, and now when we kill a wither, and I say when because we will, when we kill a wither, we will add a another star to this as well, and I'm going to add more quartz, and then we'll bump this guy up even more in hearts, right? So now we've got this this rapier is kind of old news, you know. We can take him and we can put him down here, and we can go over to, hey, look at this nice little lake, and we can say, you were a good sword, and I loved you for a while you lived with me, but now you're no more, and I'm gone, and we're done with you, and I'm done. We've got the bad boy. It's nighttime. Perfect. Oh, you'll see that these doors only open now with a button because I can't open them normally, because let me just show you this really quick. I didn't actually know this until I accidentally did it. You grab yourself the hammer. I believe it's the hammer. And if you right click on this, no, not right click. Don't right click. What did we have in here? Those ones. Do you shift left click? No. Shift right click? Haha. Shift right click. Activation will behave like a wooden door. Shift right click again. Will behave like an iron door. So isn't that pretty cool? If you didn't know that, little trick for you. So let's just put this carpenter's hammer back in its little location. Yeah, so now I need a button obviously to get out. And I did the same thing on this side. I got a button here. I did the same thing on the other side over there. So zombies can't break down the iron doors, right? They can only break down the wooden ones. So it makes it a little bit safer on the outside. So let's go find somebody to test this bad boy out on. Where is it? Where are you? I know you're out here, and I'm going to find. Ooh, I see. Look at you. And whack! 1 hit. You're gone. Where else? Okay, I'm gonna sneak up on. Oh, they see me. They see me. Oh, there's 2, 3. Oh, we got. Oh, yeah. And whack! Whack! Boom! 1 kill each. Oh, Jockey! You're done. All right. Isn't that an amazing sword? 1 hit on every single one of those mobs, right? A spider. Hello, Mr. Spider. Boom. Come here. If you actually have to hit him. Here. Bye. Oh, and see ya. So skeletons are a 1 hit. Zombies are a one hit. Spiders are a one hit. What else do we have around here? Do we have a creeper? I imagine a creeper must be a one hit as well. Where are you? Oh, hi, mister. How you doing? See ya. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, who is that? I see you. You're not gonna... Boom. See ya. You're gone. No more of you. I love this sword. And now, you know what? Look at the durability, right? It's got a little bit, but you can see as I'm looking around for things to swipe at with this, it's healing itself. And so I don't think that's a problem. I really don't. Oh, if he's wearing armor, it's 2 hits. But that's not too shabby, if you ask me. And like I said, we can still have one more level of sharpness on this guy. And he swings pretty quick, right? Like he's pretty awesome. I think that look at that. It's already healed up. It's all healed up. All good. Done. All right. Well, I think we are reaching that point where we have hit the episode time limit. So there is quite a bit more. In the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade everything, right? So this one, we had to go out and we had to find some stuff, bring it back, make our secret weapon, the bad boy. In the next episode, what we're going to do is we are actually going to upgrade our Tinker's Construct tool station to the tier 2. There's a tier 2 level tool station that takes a bunch of resources to create, but it allows you to make a couple of really awesome tools. And we are going to make all of those and test them out in the next episode. Oh, there's my sad little sword over there. It feels lonely. It misses me. I got the new one. Oh, a little overzealous. Let's take our glow flower because he's pretty and let's put him back. All right. So with that, I think it is time to say sayonara. And look at this thing. Look how badass it is. Look at I love it. All right. One hit wonder, the bad boy will make you have a bad day, so don't get in my way. And with that, goodbye, and I will see you all next time.